Drake and Central C's Which One is already dying. What up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, this is a teachable moment. What I'm about to talk to you about is something that I've been trying to impress onto these kids and these grown people, these impressionable adults who idol worship and they number worship and they look at things through the lens of if it has a certain amount of streams, a certain amount of sales, then it is successful and it is better than yours. It is better than your favorite artist. I can't say something, I like something without someone coming in. Well, it ain't better than this guy because he has sales, he has streams. And that's what I'm going through right now, gang. I'm watching this. Everybody wants to try to get you with the gotcha moments where you talked about sales, Well, the only reason I talk about sales, gang, is because you guys keep bringing them up. At some point, we got to remind you that you don't win every fight. You don't win every battle. And this is where we are. When you live by the sales, Drake has lived by the sales. Let's just be honest. That machine, that UMG machine, that's a machine. They don't play, gang. And when they want you on top, you will be there. And they've been very successful over the years. They've known how to scratch itches and rub elbows and shoulders, fingers, toes, everything. That UMG machine, they got is payola, they got DJs, they got a whole system set up for you to be, I just want to be successful. For you to be successful, UMG can do it. And they did it for 15 years, not just for Drake, for everybody, but for mainly the biggest star in the world. You took a random light-skinned kid from Canada and made him very successful in the entire world. You did that for 15 years. That means you got it going on. And UMG has put this guy in position for him to say he's the #1 rapper. It comes with a caveat because he does a lot of singing, a lot of pop, but they don't care, gang. They'll take it. He's the #1 rapper in history. He's neck and neck with Michael Jackson. Remember Jay-Z used to brag about Mike Jack. I got more #1 or as many #1s as Mike that. Well, Drake took that and ran with it. And I do got to blame Jay for it. I do have to blame Jay to a degree for all this numbers talk. Let's just be honest, right? Who was talking more numbers talk than Jay? Like who's doing more numbers than Pimp Juice, me, and all this shit. Like Jay was talking this numbers shit back when no one even cared what numbers were. Only reason to care about numbers, gang, is if you the artist and you don't want to lose your record deal. Like us, the public, shouldn't know what your numbers are. We shouldn't care. But now they got it to the point where that's all that matters. And Drake took that mantle, ran with it, and his fans, that's all they talk about, whether the song's good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter. Scorpion did 700 plus first week, and Lil Wayne did 1 million. Like, that's all that matters. Then they became better than you because these are some of the most criticized artists in hip-hop history. Let's be honest. So when they can get you with something like numbers, they're coming, they're going to hit you. And that's where we are. So now the numbers thing, Drake has hit a brick wall, which is called Kendrick. And let's be honest, before Kendrick and Drake even battled, Drake was struggling with the #1s. Let's just be honest, it's been quite a while. So he was already on a soft, it was like a soft decline. You couldn't really see it because he just kept moving. He kept having these #1 albums and it's that. But the #1 singles weren't coming like they were before, gang. Let's just be honest. So here we are now where Drake had this battle. He ran up against a superior buzzsaw and got his whole body cut in half. I don't know if you watch Star Wars, but my guy, what's this guy? Like Maul something. I can't think of his name right now. Got cut in half. His body fell down a shaft. That's what happened to Drake. He cut him right clean, smooth in half. Knocked this whole world apart. Now he's trying to pick up the pieces, and he hasn't really had success. And here we are. Drake is in London somewhere or Manchester or wherever he's at, trying to regain that snap. And we done seen episode 1, right? We done seen the Iceman episode 1 and the Iceman episode 2, two really weird avant-garde works of art, just art for art's sake, right? And they got Pinocchio in there and all kind of nonsense, and it's just like he's dropping singles on your head top. First you got the first one, which was what did I miss, which did go what did it go, #2, I think? I'm not sure. I don't remember, man. It's so much. It's all a blur right now. Okay? But whatever it didn't hit #1. And then he came back with this Which One, which is Drake featuring Central C. Salute to Central C. right out of the UK and the home of the best rappers on earth, according to Drake. I don't care what nobody say. This UK got the best, the most lyrical rappers, like the most lyrical rappers. That dude over there, he loading up on some shit. I'm guaranteed that whole album gonna be full of lyrical UK shit. I'm just gonna be honest, from God knows who. But which one came, and now we get to really see that Drake, the numbers are biting Drake in the ass, because I'll put $1 million on it. Some of you gonna say, well, it's a filler record. It's not a... Drake fans don't care about that. They just care about the numbers. They don't hit me with the excuses. They just want to know, because when the Clips didn't do this, or when Kendrick doesn't do that, whatever it is, they don't care what kind of song. Kendrick will make a song called "Watch the Party Die." They don't care that that's not a song for the chart. They don't care. They want, what did it chart? What did it do? What numbers did it do? So we're not going to let you. We're going to hold you to the same standards. Your own metrics are the metrics you're going to die by. So it's like we don't care about that. So we don't go around batting our child. I don't know what Freddie Gibbs metrics are for. I don't know what Alfredo 2 is doing. Don't care, don't want to know. I'm gonna listen to it or not. I don't care. I don't want to know what Larry June did. I don't want to know the numbers. But these guys, they live and die. They wake up, they hold their breath when the numbers about to come out. Yo, I hope it's #1. Like it really means a lot to them, gang. Not this time, gang. Which one is set to debut at number 10 on the Billboard chart? Which is, oh my God. Oh my God. You might as well put an ass kicking slip on and kick him right in the ass, because that's how this shit, it hurt, gang. This is like, listen, and I know what you're gonna say, well, Charles, it's a UK rapper. It's not really for the States. It's more of a listen. We're not doing that, gang. He's supposed to be #1 BBL Drizzy. This guy got it all locked in place. So this is where we are. So let's talk about it. Drake's which one is expected to debut in the top 10? That's good, right? Top 10. By your metrics, top 10 should be pretty damn good. And he gonna, again, you know what they're gonna do. You know they're gonna play telephone all week, where these guys got 2 and 3 telephones under the pillow. They're gonna keep pulling them out and making sure they keep the song on repeat. So it'll push up the charts for a little bit, but it's only with so far you can do that. But they're gonna push it. They're gonna play telephone. They're gonna stream this thing nonstop. They're not gonna listen to nothing else. They're just gonna have their Spotify on this, or their Apple on this one record, and just slowly but surely it's gonna push up a little bit. But it's not a good enough record, gang. This is what they don't understand. And I see these posts all the time on Twitter, gang. It's getting so bad. This is literally what the posts are going to say. That he's being suppressed at radio, even if it's a radio song or not, doesn't matter. He's being suppressed at radio, right? He's doing it without his label support. So right there, he's already a step ahead of you and the K-bots. And last but not least, everybody else is bodying and he's not. He's the only one not bodying. Gang, it's crazy over there in OVO Sound. I don't know how I got in the OVO Sound community. Somehow on Twitter, somebody put me in there. Why? I don't know, because all I do is talk shit to y'all. But they put me in there for some reason, and it's astounding, gang. It's astounding. But they got these ready-made excuses, and you'll hear it, you'll see it on these posts, defiant posts, because if it wasn't for that, it's always pretty good. It's pretty good for a guy that's being industry-wide suppressed, no radio, I wonder why Enter Name is getting radio spins. It could just be that the song ain't good. It could be that the song is not catchy. It could be that the song is not a radio song. It could be all of that. Nope, it's suppressed. He's suppressed, UMG suppressing him, and this is what it is. They want revenge for the lawsuit. So it's never that it's not a good record, ever, right? Even I showed you in my last video, a lot of the Drake fans are saying, it's not a good record. I just put it, I showed you clips. I showed you right from the OVO Sound community. My last Drake video, I showed you legit clips from OVO Sound community. This is a secret community, gang. Like, I'm not even supposed to be in it. It's a secret community. This is them talking to themselves. They cuss each other out if they show any sign of negativity. I put the post up. So this is a secret community. And with this, in this secret community, gang, they're questioning this song. Shh, don't say nothing outside of here. But this might not be it. But that can never surface to us on the surface level. We got to hear it's not the radio suppressing them. The DJs don't want, they mad because it's always another reason, gang. But it literally is. I'm just going to be honest. These records are subpar and people don't want to hear them. The radio has certain metrics that they got to hit. And when they put a subpar song in the mix, it brings the whole mix down. No matter who it is. All right? So I don't know if they know that or don't care, but let me continue. A collaboration with British rapper Central C. The track is Drizzy's second single from his upcoming album, Iceman, which tells you everything. If this is a single, it's supposed to be strong. I don't think it's a good, strong record. I'm just going to be honest. And I don't think Americans are going to respond. I don't know where he wants this. to play at, but I don't think Americans are going to respond to a UK rapper. I'm just going to be honest. So you're not going to push a record to #1 with a UK rapper on it, but let me continue. The track is Drizzy's second single for his upcoming album, Iceman, which is expected to be released before the end of the year. According to early estimates, which one will debut at #7 on the Billboard charts, giving Drake yet another top 10. So it's going to debut #7, gang, which is not so bad. It's within the top 10, gang. It's not so bad at all. It's a lot of rappers out here will give they left. Listen, they'll give a lot of shit to get that joint at #7. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me continue. It is not as high as the previous single, What Did I Miss?, which debuted at #2, but has quickly fallen down the chart and is not expected to be in the top 15, despite only being released at the beginning of July. Gang, this is not the same Drake that we are accustomed to. Something's changed. They want to blame this, that, and the third, but I think it was the battle, low-key. I think he got exposed. I think a lot of people aren't looking at him as cool no more. And I'm just going to be honest. I'm saying there's a lot of people, y'all don't believe me. Drake is writing these rhymes right now. He can't trust nobody. Drake is paranoid and spiraling. You think he's going to sit there and let somebody write this and then come out with a reference track 6 months from now? No. They said Drake be at the parties with his headphones on writing. So I believe that he's writing, which is not giving you the level of replay value that these records need to be #1. So the writing is subpar. The music is, these are not radio singles. These are not hot records. There are bigger records out here that's hotter than these, that they're more thought put into them. They're better. The hooks are better. They're just better records out here that are more locked in with what's going on now. Drake wants to, this is, I'm just going to tell you what I feel like what's going on with Drake. Drake wants to lock in and show everybody that he's still the man, the boy with these raps, but at the same time he got to make big records. He's caught in the middle of both. You cannot do both. You can't lock in and be like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all I can still bust rhymes, but then you want to make big records. The two don't match. Not in 2025. You got to be on a vibe. You got to have the next level curve. This stuff don't have the edge it needs for him to be out in front of these rap records that are doing better than him. It's a lot of rappers now, gang. There's a lot of people dropping a lot of music, and I don't think his stuff is catching like that, like they need to. All right, it's just me. But let me continue. Drake is currently in the UK for his first European tour in 6 years, but it has not been without issues. He announced over the weekend that he has been forced to cancel one of his sold-out shows in Manchester, England. And I said, I think this thing is rushed before it even happened. I made a whole video that the UK, the British tour, the England tour, London, all that, I said it feels rushed. And sure enough, we're canceling a show that's sold out for logistics, right? There's a problem. You're rushing into these shows. Things aren't thought out. They're not thought out. There's still bumps in the road. You have bumps in the road in Australia. Drake is flailing. He's just stumbling into stuff. And you got sold out shows that you got to cancel the same day. Let me continue this. I believe the same day or the next day. I mean, the day before. I'm not sure. The sixth guy was due to perform at the city's Co-op Arena yesterday, but has claimed issues with travel have led to a postponement in the concert. The show is now scheduled to take place on August 5th, meaning fans won't have to wait long to see the Canadian rapper. Yeah, but a lot of them bought hotels. A lot of them bought vehicles. A lot of them took off work. A lot of them made travel plans. A lot of people were going to go there. They had already had shows there, but whatever reason, Drake is canceling the shows. I think it's a lot of just, like your boy say, malarkey, right? Your boy, what's the dirt? Malarkey. Yeah, it's a malarkey going on. I don't know what's going on, gang. Let me keep this pushing. It is not known what the travel issues are, given Drake has already performed 2 dates in the city and has been staying at a local hotel. Now, some people think Drake just burnt out. They think that Drake is doing too much and he just, listen, Drake could be in a state of depression. He could be in a state of anything going on. You got to think, this stuff not going the way he's planning, gang. Drake do look low-key stressed out. Nigga look tired, right? Nigga look like he ain't eating well, gambling all night. This dude could have gambled and drank and whatever. I don't know. But who knows what's going on? But they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to say logistics, right? They're just going to say some nonsense like that. Let me continue. In a statement, the venue said, due to unforeseen ferry schedule and travel logistics, like this is what I'm talking about. Ferry schedule, travel logistics, tomorrow's performance in Manchester has been rescheduled. Unforeseen ferry schedule and travel. See, this is when you rushing through stuff. I don't think that's what it is, but if that is the case, you had to have known what was going on before you booked this. You had to know the ferry don't run past that. It's a lot of stuff that they should know before they book these things. And you already did it twice, apparently. So what's the problem? It looked like nonsense to me. Let me keep this moving. The good news is that Drake will perform in Manchester on Tuesday, and it is set to be an unforgettable night. All tickets bought for the original show will remain valid for the new date. Drake's UK tour has so far been eventful, with the Which One rapper taking time out of his time in Birmingham to honor rock legend Ozzy Osbourne, who's from that city. The Sixth God took to the stage in the UK's second city, walking out to Black Sabbath's iconic hit Iron Man, and said, "Hey Birmingham, rest in peace to the legendary Ozzy Osbourne." I don't know how Ozzy Osbourne lived to 2025. That dude was old when the damn show was on MTV 20-some years ago. Dude was old then, but rest in peace to Ozzy, man. It is what it is. This is what we got to do, man. We got to understand what's happening is you're being measured by the metrics that you yourself built. If Drake was smart, he would do like a Beyonce or these people who they just move. They don't keep talking about the stats. They don't keep bringing up this. They just move and do records. It's people out here that can eat off a career and not just worry about their records and did it go number one, did it go number two. Like his fans need to be, he got to retrain his fans because the number ones are going to be out. The fans don't get that yet. They don't understand. It is a new era. Drake, regardless of the battle or not, Drake is an older artist. So now he's going to get treated like an older artist. Drake is almost ready for that Vegas freaking, you know what I'm saying? When you do Vegas for 6 months, Drake, a residency. Drake is almost ready for a residency. Even though you're going to say, Charles, you're only 38 years old. What the hell are you talking about? But at the end of the day, in 15 years in this game is a very long time. I don't care who you are, right? It's very rare to last that long at a high level that he's on. So Drake is hitting that point where, battle or not, Drake was going to start to cool off. He should have started to prepare his fans for this. But there's no way to prepare your fans when you're still talking about Michael Jackson, da-da-da. When you're still making yourself the elite and there are artists that can survive and just release music and keep Barry Manilow, all these people, they go 40, it's 50, Donka, Shay, all these people, 40, it's a lot of Ozzy Osbourne, all these people, they just do music, they tour. Paul McCartney drop a new record every goddamn other year. He's always dropping some. Billy Joel, like all these people, you can gracefully move from the limelight, the top of the game, making all these big records to you're just at this point you're moving into your twilight and you just start to slowly you just make records, you tour, you eat good, your fans expect you to just come out, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like A. Marie came back, like your fans just they enjoy it like that. It's not so they're not so wrapped up in your numbers. They're not streaming your shit for 4 hours straight, 24 hours, It's a different animal. So he could retrain his fans to understand, listen, we're not there no more, gang. We're not going to be doing ludicrous numbers back in 98. We're not doing that shit no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing the Eminem numbers, this, that, and the third. And even Eminem don't chase the numbers. He just comes out, he drop. The numbers come because he has a massive fan base. But you never hear Eminem like, yo, we're going to go number one. Like, it doesn't work like that. Because when he doesn't go number one, he wasn't saying I was going to do it anyway. Drake, that season is over. His fans don't understand that, so they're going to keep making excuses, making all these loud, bodacious things, and trying to tear everybody. They're trying to tear down Tyler shit. They're trying to tear down this and that and the third. But the sobering moment is going to be when that album come out and it do not so well. It's going to do okay because he just has a level, still has a level of curiosity, has a level of fans that's still going to come and da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, it's cooled off. He needs to accept that. He needs to prepare his fans for it because they're still trying to make excuses and bring everybody. Even Nicki Minaj and jumped in the shit. Now she, what happened to all of them 30 million listeners, Kennedy? What happened to Kendrick? Now she on a tear, going against SZA and everybody. Listen, all this stuff is just prolonging the inevitable, right? That all of these guys are going to cool off eventually. It is what it is, gang. I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG, man. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Flares. We be talking about all things hip-hop, the fun shit anyway. Old school, new school, no school. Listen, also, every Wednesday night, we got a new show called Underground Edge Live. Tune in, tap in. All right, I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife,
And get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go.
When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah.